I've just bought a MacBook Pro for just under $250. Now, right in front of me is the package. I ordered it off eBay last week. We're gonna see if this MacBook is good enough for beginner DJs. Too many DJs come up to me and say, oh, I need to buy a new MacBook. It's gonna cost me £3,000, it's gonna cost me $3,000. You really don't need to break the bank when you're starting out as a DJ. Especially when you're starting out, you don't need to go and spend all this money because you might not even like DJing. So this video, hopefully this will help a lot of DJs make the decision whether to just spend a little less money and get something secondhand to try DJing. If you really like DJing and you want to get into DJing, then you can go out and spend the £3,000. So in this video, we're going to open up this MacBook and we're going to see if it's good enough. We're going to be installing Serato, we're going to be connecting my DJ controller, and I'm also going to be putting my music library on it as well. Right, so let's open up this MacBook. So if you have a look at the MacBook, it looks in good condition, especially for $250. You can't really go wrong with this. There's a scuff here and there's a few marks across it, but if I open this up, I'll take this out. The MacBook's in really good condition, man. Like, oh, it's just turning on now. I can't really fault this. It's a bit dusty, but that's fine. It comes with a charger as well. So for under $250, we've got a MacBook Pro and the charger. Obviously, it didn't come in the official box because it's not the official thing. So we're just gonna log on to this computer. It says admin. I really hope I have a password for it. Do I just press enter? Oh God. Oh, the password came with it. So password is admin. So admin. All right, cool. So as you lot can see, we've logged onto this MacBook. It's opened up iTunes right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move back to the other room and I'm gonna screen share on here and I'm gonna show you around the laptop and then we're gonna start installing some things. Right, so we've got the MacBook Pro in front of us right now. What we're gonna do first is just have a look at some of the specs. So I'm gonna come up to here about this Mac. So this MacBook's on Monterey 12.6.4. It's a MacBook Pro 13-inch 2017 model, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, 2.3 gigahertz dual Intel Core i5, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the storage on it is 128. Now the issue with the 128 storage is if you're a DJ, you're gonna want a lot of storage for music. But as a beginner DJ, you're probably not gonna need that much storage at the start. But if you're organizing your music like you should be by following my videos on my channel, then you probably don't need more than 128 gigabytes to start out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna install all the stuff for our DJing. So we're gonna install it Serato DJ Pro, we're gonna put my music library on here, and then we're gonna connect my DDJ Rev 1 controller to this and see if this performs well. Because if all these things perform well, then do you really need to go out and spend $3,000 on a laptop? So what I'm gonna do first is open up Safari. Let's just double check that this works as a laptop. So I'm just gonna go to Serato's website here. And then for this video, we're just gonna install Serato DJ Lite. So as a beginner DJ, all you really need is Serato DJ Lite to get started. So I'm gonna go to products and go to Serato DJ Lite, then download, and then I'm gonna go to download 3.0.12. Just need to sign into my account. All right, so that's Serato downloading now. So let's just wait for that to finish. All right, just go through the installer now. So continue, agree, install. All right, so that's Serato installed. Let's just open that up and see if it works as expected. So Serato DJ Lite. So we're in Serato DJ Lite. Everything seems fine. What I need to do now is add my music library to this to see if it actually works properly with my music. So I'm just gonna connect my external hard drive on this side. So I'm just gonna take some folders from my hard drive. So my hip hop folder, my R&B folder, my remix folder, and my UK music folder. I'll copy that and I'm gonna go to my documents, and then I'm gonna go to my home folder, go to my music folder, and then I'm gonna make a new folder here called All Music. Then I'm just gonna just paste in all my music here. Right, so that's gonna take 1 minute to do. A little bit of advice, DJs, if you can get an external hard drive, an external SSD hard drive is gonna be very beneficial for you because as you can see here, 46 gigabytes of music is gonna take less than a minute. If you're using a normal hard drive, it will take you a very long time. It's also really good to have an external SSD hard drive for a backup. There is nothing worse than losing your music library, DJ. So I'm just gonna say in this video whilst we're waiting, back up your music library. If you haven't done it yet and you're watching this video, go back up your music library now. So that's all the music imported onto this laptop. Let me just eject my external hard drive, take that out. Let's drag these into Serato. So if I close this and go to files and go to music, go to all music, I'm just gonna drag all these folders into Serato like this. So as you can see, we've got rap, R&B, remix, and UK music. What we're gonna do first is just sort out the layout of Serato. So let's just wait for all the music to get imported in Serato first. Right, so that's all the music imported into Serato. Let me just change this layout because that is just awful. So as you can see, we've got our rap music here, we've got R&B here, remix, UK music. So it looks all right. So what we're gonna do is just clean up this on the left-hand side, because as you know, as a DJ, as a YouTuber that focuses emphasis on music library organization, you know I have really bad OCD. So I just need to clean up Serato a little bit. So let's get rid of the crates that we don't want on the left-hand side. We don't want streaming at the moment because I've had problems with streaming in the past. So I'm just gonna go turn off streaming services. I'm gonna turn off iTunes as well because we don't use iTunes anymore on this channel. If you wanna get out of iTunes, check the video links in the description down below. So right now we have our music library inside Serato. So let's just load a few tracks. Let me just go, here's type in Notorious, run this. It loads on fine, so everything seems fine on there. Let me just load another one. Loading music on this laptop seems fine. Like DJs, I've just bought this laptop for under $250 and I'm able to play music on it. I'm able to have Serato on it. I'm able to put my music library on it as well. Everything seems cool. So what we're gonna do next is connect my DJ controller to this. So obviously as a brand new DJ, you're gonna want a laptop, you're gonna want a DJ controller to obviously practice with. So I've got the DJing Rev 1. It's a really good beginner DJ controller. I've actually got it here boxed up. This is another one that I've got. It's all boxed up though. I've got one in the other room, but this one here was for a giveaway. But yeah, the DJing Rev 1 is a really good controller for beginner DJs. So I'm gonna move into the other room now and I'm gonna connect up my Rev 1 and we're gonna see how this laptop performs. Okay, so we've got the Rev 1 controller and we've also got the laptop on the left hand side. So we're just gonna connect these two up now. So I'm gonna come to the back here, plug in the USB here, and then I'm gonna pull this over and then just plug this into the USB on the left hand side. Right, so we've got the controller connected to the new laptop now. So what we're gonna do is just gonna load up a track on the left hand side here and we're gonna just see how it performs. So obviously with the left hand jog wheel, I'm just gonna move this forward and back. That works fine. Let's just press play. So everything seems fine on that. The laptop is performing well. Let's just do a few other things. So let's just put some loops on. Everything seems fine there. So with a £250 laptop and a £250 DJ controller, everything seems fine. What we're gonna do now, let's just mix in two songs. So let's just see if this works fine. Obviously I haven't got any headphones, so forgive me if anything goes wrong, but I'm just gonna put this track on the right hand side and then I'm gonna try and mix these two together. So on the left hand side, I'm gonna put the BPM up to 99 and then we're gonna bring this one down. Actually, no, you know what? Let's bring the BPM up on this one to 200. As you can see, this is all performing well as well. I'm gonna put the BPM up to 200 on this right hand side and then I'm going to turn off the loop and then I'm going to try and mix in on the left hand side. So I'm going to play the left hand song. I'm going to wait until it gets to this cue point here. When it gets to this cue point here, we're going to start mixing in on the other track. Actually, let's let the tune get to the hook. Everything seems fine. Right, so I was able to perform a mix on the DJing Rev 1 and the brand new £250 laptop. The CPU on the top right hand side seems fine. We're able to navigate through the DJ software, so everything seems quite good. Let me know in the comments down below what you lot think of this laptop. Right, so we just tested out this laptop that I bought for $250 and it seems perfectly fine. Especially for a brand new beginner DJ, you don't need to go out and spend £3,000 or dollars on a brand new MacBook when you could literally mix like I did just a minute ago on something like this. Now, I went onto eBay and literally typed in MacBook Pro. You need to be quite careful about what specs that you get, but the specs that I've got for this laptop seems to be working fine with Serato DJ Pro. If you're not happy with the performance on this version of Serato, you can always downgrade. On my current DJ laptop, I use version 2.59 because it's like the perfect version for my laptop. So if you do get a laptop like this, don't be afraid to get an older version. You can go onto Serato's website and get an older version for your laptop. So what do you lot think? Because I personally think me buying this laptop has made me think, do do I need to go out and buy a brand new laptop when my laptop dies? Do I need to go to Apple and spend £3,000? It's kind of a game changer now, because obviously a lot of DJs have gone out and they're getting the M1 MacBooks and they're getting this and that, but you can still DJ off the Intel MacBooks. You don't need to go out and buy an M1 MacBook. You don't need to go out and break the bank. And really, for beginner DJs, I do suggest that you do get something like this, something really, really cheap, because if you start DJing, you start practicing and you realize you don't like it, it's gonna hurt your bank account. If you spend £200 on something like this and you spend £200 on a DJ Rev 1 controller, buy some really cheap headphones, you can get into DJing quite easily and quite cheap. And if you really do like it, then you can go out and spend loads and loads of money on the rest of the other things. But as a beginner DJ, I'd say pick something like this up, put your music library on it, organize it properly by using the videos on my channel, and then see how you get on, man. Like, as you saw, I was able to mix 2 songs, I was able to load my music library on there, and everything seems fine. So that was me going through me buying a MacBook Pro for under $250. Now that you've watched this video, check this video out here.